Welcome to Geek Blast.
Geek Blast, you better make way. Open up your ears and let the word spray. Hey, did you hear the noise? Something just exploded as a mushroom, have you noticed? Geek Blast, clear out the path. Gizmo's throwing caca and Chewbacca is a rat. Hey, what, better call your dad. Something has been growing underneath the doormat. Geek Blast.
Welcome back, geeks, nerds, and dweebs alike. I'm Mike.
I'm Dave.
I'm Toombs.
And I'm James.
And
Welcome.
we are
Geek
Blast.
In your face.
So, welcome back, gentlemen. Welcome back.
Welcome, guys.
It's been a long time.
Yes.
It's been a long time coming.
So, this evening, we have a good show for you. We're going to talk about some
Some
TV
television.
shows, some television,
Yes.
some TV
like
shows.
Jaws. A little bit of comics at the end.
Yeah. Gonna mix it up.
Hey, there's a little twiddle, eh?
Yes.
That was disgusting.
No.
Oh, man.
James, please refrain from playing with yourself.
Crumpeting yourself.
Don't play with those crumpets, James.
Yes, leave those scones alone.
Stay on target.
Okay,
All right.
so bringing the big W, my friends.
Do you want to jump into it like that?
Jump into it like a
Yeah.
schmeckel on a Heineck.
Yeah.
I haven't seen two episodes.
What?
Well,
Yeah, I'm behind.
Let's
You
just say this.
schmeckle.
So,
Let's
I'm
just say
getting
this.
spoiled.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Spoiler
if you did not see the last two Walking Dead episodes,
Don't turn us off.
Don't turn us off. Just lower it.
Yeah.
And then watch them and then listen.
Yeah.
Because we are going to spoil some stuff.
Oh, yeah. Climb.
Yeah. So,
Who?
the nice little Asian fellow.
All right,
He may be
let's start with.
I don't know, man. It was too weird.
Talk about the season premiere. That was
Yes.
I don't remember.
after that. Okay,
We've had, since our last episode with
Yeah.
TV, we've had
Right.
3 episodes.
3.
Well, yeah, because
2.
this is... No, you Nimrod. This is the 4th episode. Or 5th episode, actually, I think.
That means I didn't watch 4 episodes.
Well, then you're
Holy
crapping
moly!
the bed there,
I
dude.
am crapping the bed.
Wait a minute. We're already on the 4th or 5th episode?
Well, the episode coming up is going to be a 90-minute episode, and it's going to be 1 episode away from the mid-season finale.
That's
Wow.
So I want to say we're on the 5th episode already, because I want to say 6
I think you're wrong,
episodes.
but let's just continue.
Okay.
I thought we
I
were
doubt
only
it.
on the 3rd episode.
Let's go to Google.
Yeah, go to Google. See
Google
what
it.
episode we're on.
I
Please.
think that we.
I would just finished the
Google
3rd
yourself.
one.
Yeah, I thought it was the 3rd one too. I think Dave's jumping the guns.
And we're going to be going on the 4th one.
episode did last night? No, it didn't.
You didn't even do
Walking
it
Dead
wrong.
starts. Wait, Walking Dead starts in October.
Yeah, bro.
It started early this year, ladies and
Before
gentlemen.
October? In September?
It started early this year. It started earlier this year than it ever did.
It
What
never
month though? Was it
has.
still October?
No, it was still October.
Yeah, so it can't be more than 3 episodes.
Right.
Think about the date.
Right.
Yeah.
He's right,
Maybe
Dave.
I'm right.
You're
We're
wrong.
going on the 4th.
maybe I'm
We're going on the
wrong.
4th.
Maybe I'm wrong.
We're
I
going-
could
Maybe
be
you're wrong.
That happens. It's known to happen every once in a while.
You're screwing with my feelings, man.
So,
What number episode is The Walking Dead on?
like, Dave tries to use Google.
Just think
I'm
about the
sorry,
month.
Dave.
I'm sorry, Dave.
Season 5, the 4th season of The Walking Dead, an American horror drama television series on AMC, premiered on October 13th, 2013, and
There you go.
concluded on March 30th, 2014, consisting
job,
of 16
Dave.
episodes.
Good job, Dave. Don't ever do that
I
again.
hate
Forget
Google.
Okay, the show started in October. It's still October, people.
Right.
So there
Dave
can
tries
only
to be a techie, but he's totally
not.
fucks it up.
Yes.
All right, so
It's all right.
Anyway,
Back to the show.
back to
about
the
the show.
About the show.
Not its airing.
The
time.
Walking Dead.
Yes. Head.
Glenn is dead.
Glenn is
Well,
dead.
Glenn might be dead.
Yeah.
I don't think he is.
It looked
Glenn might-
weird
After
though.
you
It looked
explained to
weird.
me, after you explained to me, because I didn't see the episode, but just seeing what I saw, being spoiled online, yeah, it was like okay,
The spoiler
yeah.
alert that they'll show you online will definitely insinuate that
He's
he's
kicked the
been
bucket.
eating and he's been
Eaten.
eaten and he's watching his guts come out.
Right.
I think it's another body that the body of the other guy fell on top of him.
Yes. But do you remember what that guy's name is? Because for life
No,
of me, I
I
can't
don't.
remember what his
Curly
name is.
hair
Bob, let's
guy.
just call him Bob.
Bob.
Curly
Bob, the
hair-
curly
curly
hair
hair
guy.
Bob.
He shoots himself in the face and says thank you to
Yeah.
Glenn.
He gives up right
And
there.
he, yeah,
and Glenn
he
is
gave
just
up,
like, oh.
shoots himself in the face, and then falls on top of Glenn. And then Glenn, in typical Asian fashion, falls down. because the guy's too
Why
heavy
is that
for
typical?
Wait, I
Asian
thought
guy?
Asian
Because they're
people
tiny.
fell on their feet first,
No,
like
that's
cats.
No,
That's
not
cats.
cats.
I thought they were
That's
like
cats, bro.
cats.
That's only ninjas, though.
Ninjas
So
are like
that's actually
cats.
Japanese. But anyway,
Totally
I
different
digress.
culture.
Anyway, so the dude Bob, the guy that killed
Curly
himself,
hair Bob.
curly hair Bob, which we don't know that's what
It's
his
not
name
his
is.
real name, but that's what we're calling
He
him.
falls on top of him, and then the next scene that you see is that zombies are eating something.
Right.
Now Glenn looks
Intestines.
like he's in pain, mind you.
He does. He's like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
He's crying
But
like
he
a
could be
bitch. I mean,
screaming
He
like,
could just be freaked out because this
Right.
dude just shot himself in the face. He's got brain
Yeah.
matter all over himself, and
Yup.
he's watching his guts get ripped out. So,
See, if only he had shot himself and he fell the other way, it would have diverted all those zombies to him, and then
I
he could
would
have got
agree.
away.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of what ifs.
Yeah.
it's weird how he fell and everything, and it's just weird how it closed off. You know, it didn't seem like it was. It seemed like there was bulk on him.
For
You know,
me,
like there
though,
was like,
for me as a fan of the show, not that I dislike Glenn as a character, but I hope he is dead.
you like its wittiness to kill off people at any given
Yeah,
time.
to
I think
me,
it's.
more
I think
realistic.
it's
To me,
gonads.
that's cojones right there, because to kill off a fan favorite character like that is
Yeah.
like 9 times out of 10 it's like show suicide. You
He's
know what
one
I
of the
mean?
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, there's
him,
only 4
Daryl,
left.
Rick, and Maggie. Those
Not
are
even
the
Maggie.
4 fan favorites.
Carl.
No. There's more than that.
Carl's a fan favorite, bro. I guarantee.
Carl
No.
should have been shot in his face.
Think
when
about
he
the
was eating pudding.
lines. Think about the lines of the Walking Dead thing, okay?
But
Glenn, Daryl,
Michonne.
Rick wasn't there. Michonne wasn't there.
Yeah, but I'm saying Michonne is a fan favorite character. You're gonna
Yeah.
go top 4. I'd say Michonne before Maggie.
T-Dog,
Really?
T-Dog
Yeah.
was a fan favorite,
He's been dead for a couple.
right? But
of
I'm saying he was a fan favorite.
Once again, look at his line at Walking Dead. He didn't have a line. He is not a fan favorite.
He's talking about at the con.
I'm sorry, seemed like a cool guy, but
You're talking about the
the
con,
Walking
right?
Dead con. Yeah,
Right.
he didn't
Yeah.
have a line. It was Daryl, Glenn, the governor, and freaking what's it called? That giant lines.
Well, I don't remember.
Maggie's wasn't even that big.
Well, needless to say,
But there was only
There was-
there's only 4 original left. Original from season 1, which
Which
is
is
Original
Rick,
characters.
Glenn,
Carl, and Carol.
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 Yes.
Carol is a badass.
She
Oh,
is
yeah.
She
devious.
is a
Oh, yeah.
badass, man. Sporting the clothes that the W people had, the wolf
The
people.
wolf people? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, she just
Oh,
went
yeah.
around ripping
All right, so let's
ass,
go
man.
back to that episode because
was a good
The
episode,
episode
man.
before that,
Yeah,
right? Mike
I
didn't,
missed it.
Mike didn't realize that when I was telling him earlier before we started the show, I was trying to explain to him. I said to him, "Yeah, did you see it? Blah 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 blah. I don't want to ruin it for you." He's like, "No, tell me." So I started telling him. He was like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "You heard the horn, right?" And he was like, "Yeah." So I was like,
I'm like, yeah, who was that?
"So I'm like, oh, you didn't see that?"
You didn't see the other side from the people in the.
And then I realized that I missed another episode.
Right.
First,
the
it
worst
shows-
show watcher, guys.
I am.
First, it portrays the people in the village. Then it portrays the people outside the village.
Right.
That's what it does, episode
Right.
to episode.
Right.
Okay.
Which I thought was genius how they did
It was
that
cool.
part.
It was
of
cool.
like-
I liked it. Yeah.
And the fact that when they get raided, that horn
With
they
the
try
W
to-
people?
the wolves. They
The
try,
wolves,
they,
okay.
they try to basically ram a tractor trailer into Alexandria to get at their resources. Now, mind you,
Horn
also,
gets jammed up with the switch.
do you
and-
believe this? Now, I'm so conspiracy theoried into this right now. I feel like the chick that Carl was trapped in the tree with earlier on.
Okay,
this,
yeah.
in this season or the end of last season,
Right.
she is a wolf, in my opinion.
Yes, I feel she's a wolf.
Because-
she seems strange, and she's
Well,
always bouncing out.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yep, yep,
remember
yep.
in that episode when they're being attacked by the wolves, she says to Carl in the house when he's like, "Don't leave, don't leave." They sit back to back and they're waiting there. She goes, "Well, that's how we got in and out." Well, we who?
Yeah.
Him and
Yeah.
Carl.
She was
her
with the
and
wolves.
Carl, or so on and so forth. Plus, how did they get in? She has all the keys to everything,
Yeah.
so she
Yeah.
let them in.
Yeah.
in my
she's
opinion.
messed up. I'm telling you, and she keeps.
Poor
bouncing
Carl
out
didn't
all
even get no
times.
booty either, huh?
Nah.
Yeah, Carl is
Yeah.
a shaggy looking weirdo right now, man. I don't like his
my age.
hair. It's growing down to his arse.
Well, I mean, where are they going to get a haircut, bro?
I don't know. Everybody else is
They have blades.
shorter than his.
They have
Yeah,
really
they do have
sharp knives, dude.
blades.
Come on.
If not, you could use bullets. Shoot the hair off.
That seems like a waste of bullets. but
Yeah,
that's-
right?
True. But it'd be quick.
Might as well shoot yourself in the
So yeah,
Probably
the,
set yourself on fire.
the
too.
wolves come in.
head. Okay.
They start wrecking the place up because
With
they
sticks and
basically
knives
massacred probably, I would say, at least half.
So
the
they have-
They
occupants.
murdered like almost half the Alexandria people.
They murdered
Yeah.
almost half the Alexandrians.
So they have no idea that they called the herd to them, though, right?
no.
Woo, jerk offs.
Because if you remember the episode prior to that one,
right,
which is probably the one
which
you
is
saw,
the premiere, yeah.
right?
The
So
3
you're right,
episodes.
You're right. I was wrong. Okay.
Only 3.
Wait, I'm glad we have this on recording.
Yeah.
Because Dave said he was wrong.
Save it for posterity. It'll
Dude,
never
thought we were
happen
going
again.
on like the 6th or something.
I'm gonna make that a soundbite.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
They were not supposed to do what they're doing with the herd when they decided to do it.
Right, I know.
Remember that
Yeah.
tractor trailer started to fall.
Right.
And that's why
they're like, "We gotta do it
We
now."
got to do it now.
Yeah.
They were just there
Exactly.
supposed to be scouting. So the
Right.
people in Alexandria were just expecting them to be back soon.
Right.
They had no idea what's actually happening.
Right.
So when this thing crashes into the gate, the horn sounds, and half of the herd of walkers starts to head towards Alexandria.
Is it
again.
just half the herd?
It is exactly almost half the herd because at
The
the
other
same
half
time,
doesn't turn
Splits,
around?
man. It splits off right in
simultaneously,
the middle, dude. It's
right,
like
simultaneously you have Daryl and
Arnold. Wait, what the hell's his name?
I don't know.
Abraham.
Abe.
You have Abraham and the
chick, yeah.
the black chick whose brother died.
Right.
Also, who had no
Tyrese's
fans at the Walking
sister.
Dead thing.
Right. Tyrese's sister.
We don't
You're
care.
all-
We don't know
you're
her
all
name.
about them, yeah.
Yeah.
They're
All about
in a
them-
car.
Them non-fans.
They're in a car. Them two are
Right, they're in a
Abraham
car, he's on a
car,
bike.
and they're basically leading
The herd.
the beginning of the herd.
Oh, so they keep them going then?
Yes, they keep
Yeah.
the
So the
beginning
horn
half-
doesn't call them back, though.
The horn only calls half of the,
Half the-
away. They start
okay.
heading into the woods. Rick bounces out with whoever
Right.
is
Well, the end of
Alexandrians
the
and
end
so
of that
on.
episode, it's like they pan out, and it's like it looks like all of them are
Yeah.
going into the
well,
woods.
no, by the end of the 3rd episode, they get them all back.
Yeah.
It looks like they get
Most
the
of
whole
them.
herd back. Yeah,
Really?
It looks
them,
like
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they get
They
saved by
saved.
the
They
herd.
saved it. The horn went off. They all started going towards Alexandria, and then Daryl saved it because he went out of his way.
Right.
Ah,
Right,
good
right,
old
right.
Daryl.
Good old Daryl. But yeah,
But Glenn kicks the bucket
well,
supposedly.
in the episode prior,
Dude, they
still
flooded that town, man.
in the episode prior to that, still you had not Maggie. Who did you say that the? Oh man, I'm so bad with names right now.
Sean?
right
no.
now, or just forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
With them, she put the guy's gear on after she gutted him.
Oh, Carol.
Carol, thank you.
Carol.
Carol basically.
Ooh, she's a badass.
Dude, she
Carol
took
basically
out-
saves
oh, yeah,
saves
man.
Alexandria.
She does. One-handed.
She ganks
Yeah.
up some dude and just puts his clothes on and puts like a bloody
Just
W on her
murking
head,
people. She looks
and
like a
she's
merc, dude. She's like
running
murking
around
people
murking
left and right, dude.
For real.
I felt a whole different compassion for Carol that episode. I really did.
Well,
I felt
could
it coming too.
I
you
could
know?
tell just from like, all right, so the first episode that I watched, I mean, you could just tell that she and the dude even said it. He's like, "You're
Morgan.
You're badass."
Morgan, yeah.
She is,
You
dude.
know,
she
like,
knows
yeah.
when to put the cookie cutter down
Exactly,
and get
yeah.
the job done. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
She really does.
Well, her and Morgan have a weird thing.
Oh, yeah, Morgan.
in that
Morgan,
episode.
yeah, really weird thing, dude.
'Cause
Morgan
he-
is just like too touchy-feely. Like, I don't
Well,
want to
he's
kill
now,
anybody.
in my opinion, he's becoming the moral compass of the show.
It's annoying.
Right.
Now,
because
mind
he
you, in
almost
my
killed
opinion-
Carl and Rick by being a douchebag in his friggin' apartment building or whatever with all his traps and everything.
Right.
And now all of a sudden he's the moral compass
that was
telling
also
Carol what to do.
That was also Michonne was with them
Yep.
in that episode.
Was Michonne?
Yeah, because he asked
Carol and
Michonne,
Rick?
he's
Oh,
like,
yes.
he
Yes,
asked
yes,
Michonne, did
he
you
asked
steal my
Michonne, did you
protein
steal my
bar?"
protein bar? Yeah.
yes. Yeah, that's right.
Which she did.
That's right.
I know.
She did, by the way.
She
And
did
she
steal
lied.
And then she lied about it and was
Yeah.
like, no, I didn't.
She's like, I didn't steal that.
peanut butter.
He's like, I really think you did.
Typical.
Nah, he's turned into a bitch. I'm starting to get lesser.
Well,
you know, I
the-
kind of liked him at first.
Hey,
now.
did
The
the
next episode coming
did the
up.
priest die yet?
No.
No, but I want him to die so bad.
No.
Damn
not
that
yet.
guy.
But yeah, nobody from our group, the core group, has
Right.
died yet, except for now the
Supposedly
Glenn, and the way that they leave Rick in the
curly
last
hair
episode.
Bob.
Oh yeah, it's in
The way-
a bad
the way they
state,
leave-
man.
Right, the way they leave Rick off in the end of this last episode is he's in a very precarious.
He's got one place to
situation.
go, man. Out the driver's side door, going towards that field area where that house is. That's it. That's it.
So yeah,
Okay.
it's bad. It looks very bad for him.
It
right
does.
now.
Because
Plus-
there's nobody else near him.
Plus,
you know?
he may have been way more infected than he already is. Because when
If they actually-
right,
yeah.
if they go that way, mind you,
Right.
when the herd breaks off and then they start to try to re-corral them.
Right.
It's Rick's like, all right, I'm going to go run back to where the RV was. I'm going to get the RV, and I'm going to try to re-corral all these people to have them follow me. So when he's running like a weirdo, because for most of the episode, Rick is just running. Like, he's just running like he's a running man down the road.
Right,
you know?
he's just going nuts.
He comes up upon like 2 or 3 zombies eating on somebody's face, and he pulls his knife out and jams it
Jacks
into one of
him
these
up,
guys'
yeah.
head, but the blade breaks off.
Okay.
So he's got to throw the one away, and then he runs over to another one and kind of puts his hand on him, but the zombie that he kind of puts his hand on has got like a machete sticking out of his shoulder blade.
Yep.
And he cuts his hand with that knife. As he puts his hand there with the other hand, he pulls that out of there and chops its head off. And then
Now,
he jumps into the van.
Realistically, yeah, that would cause an infection. But, Dave, if you remember a previous episode, I can't remember who it was, but one of the girls got sliced with a knife that hit a zombie first and then hit her in the arm.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember which episode that was, but I was always, oh, she's going to turn into a zombie. It
It
never
wasn't
happened.
that the chick that was the gay girl that was in love with the other chick, the one that the mullet saved? Was that
Tara?
girl? Tara?
Tara's
It might
girlfriend.
have been Tara.
I
Yeah,
think
she,
it was
she
Tara.
got
that you
hit
told
cut
me.
in the
She
arm.
got cut in the arm. So
But it hit a
anyway,
zombie first.
You're right. So maybe they won't go that route. I just think it's super cool being a fan of the comic that, in my opinion, that means they're going to take his hand off. And in the
They
comics,
should. They damn
he does
should.
not have his hand. The governor is the one who takes his hand
Right.
off, like very early on.
Yeah, and then
Right.
and then he's gonna have Carl, and then that's one of the things that Kirkman
Well, that was
said.
what
He's
Kirkman
like,
said, that
I
he's
should have
glad
never
I
cut
did.
his hand off because
Yeah,
now I'm gonna
'cause
have Carl helping him the whole time.
Yeah.
And he's already thinking, I already did that with Merle, already played that with Merle, but Merle never existed in the comics
Right.
with Daryl,
Right.
you
Right.
know, so
Right.
it's
Neither
like,
did
I played
Daryl.
that card. Should I play that card again? The missing
Right.
hand thing? I don't know.
Super cool. I mean, the last couple episodes have definitely, in my opinion, ramped up the whole season has ramped up in the last couple episodes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The first episode was kind of like, you
Yeah,
know,
it was a little
Alexandria again, I
eh.
don't know what's going on here. And then, yeah, just total mayhem. Like, yeah, that's where it needs to be.
Yeah, I agree.
It needs to be in total mayhem, that
Yeah.
world to be interesting. It really
Yeah.
does.
Definitely, I would agree with that.
Hmm. It's when it's at its finest.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
And I think if they did kill one of the major characters like that, that's like a kudos
It's
to them.
ballsy, yeah.
That's
It's
straight
ballsy,
ballsy,
though.
you know? And especially with the way that they left Rick in the ending of this last episode.
It's like
They
in
left
most
him
cases you'd be fucked.
super,
Sorry,
super,
but-
super,
So-
super
Yeah.
precarious.
So now Glenn's in peril, supposedly, or might even
Glenn
be
may
dead.
be dead
Glenn
or in
may be
super
getting his
peril.
guts ripped out,
Right.
or
And-
somebody else.
and Rick is on the fence of
He's in
He's got a
turning.
horde
He's in
swarmed
super
around.
peril also.
He's
Yeah.
he's either turning, but also being chased by a horde.
True.
Yeah,
True
And
indeed.
Glenn is either dying right now, or somebody on top of the guy that got shot is
Right.
on top of him, getting his guts pulled
Right.
out and eaten, and
Right.
Glenn is saved underneath him.
I would venture to say that that's Glenn's luck because
Yeah,
Probably.
he's
He's
been
a lucky dude.
He's a
always
lucky
been
son of a gun.
and he's quick.
Yeah.
He's quick too.
One of the cool things, though, about last episode, too, if you have been a fan of the show like all of us, and just little weird nuanced things that I've picked up watching that episode, there was a couple of homage things that kind of were the throwback to the first couple episodes of the season, of the show, I mean. Remember when, I think it's episode 2, where Glenn calls Rick dumbass.
Yeah.
He says, "Hey, dumbass,"
Yeah.
in the tank.
Tank, yeah.
Well, in this episode that just passed, as Rick's running towards the thing, he's like, "Hey, dumbass, good luck." So
Shit.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? There were
yeah.
weird little things that would make you think that he may be dead. Like, you know what I mean? And some of the when
didn't
the
feel
when the
right.
guy
It
that
didn't-
got bit in the shoulder and Michonne and him are walking and talking, this guy's story almost mirrors Glenn's story about, I just want to get back to my wife. I didn't
Right.
meet her until everybody I knew was dead. We found each other. So it's basically like him and Maggie's story at the same time. You know what I mean? So they're kind of telling Glenn's and Maggie's story through this proxy guy that we just are meeting now for the first time. David, I think his name was.
Right.
He dies. Needless to say.
Oh, he dies?
Yeah, he
You
dies,
just
yeah.
meet him and he dies?
Yeah.
Love those characters.
I think, more than anything, the more I think about Dave, I really think Glenn was pinned down, and he could have been doing that screaming just by seeing that guy getting his guts pulled out on top
Sure.
of him. You know?
Sure.
I may be wrong. We may find out he's dead in the next couple episodes.
Oh, yeah.
But
I hope he's a zombie.
Well, that would be to me.
That would be weird for them
that
to go
would be
back
even
for
better.
him to find him, and they find him as a zombie. That'd be kind of
And I would think that if that's the case, and Maggie was with him, she should just run over there and have her eat his face, like eat her face, like
Her
that.
eat his face?
Well, either one. Pick one, you know?
her face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
James, any opinions here? Come on.
I don't really follow.
I don't
Walking
like
Dead.
it.
I don't.
Not a
He
show
doesn't
can,
like
I don't like it at
He does
all.
not like the show.
He'd rather
Not really
play
sure
with
I
Jar
can see
Jar.
it.
Doesn't like you.
Play with
I
his,
don't like
his
you
Jar
either.
Jar action figures.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about another show. Heroes.
Great show.
Heroes.
I've only saw the first
So
episode.
happy.
I've seen the first episode. It was a 2-hour premiere. Yes.
Yeah.
Which was
I-
badass.
Oh,
Dave,
What'd you think about the chick jumping in the video game and stuff? I thought that was,
I thought it was pretty
but
cool.
not cool. I don't know.
Eh.
it was like all right.
exactly.
How is that a superpower? Number one,
Yeah.
It's not a super.
I
It's
think
the
it was a
sword.
video it's the
Means she can
sword, right?
hide.
I gotta
Yeah.
see my daddy.
Yeah, it's
I
the
think
sword.
I think her daddy is somebody of importance.
You're thinking her dad's
Maybe.
Hito, and he's not.
No,
No,
you think
no,
he's
not at
hero?
all. No, I'm saying you might be thinking that, and I'm telling you that's not the case.
Oh, because
Dave,
you've seen
I'm
it.
up to date.
Oh, you've
How
seen
many
it. I'm
episodes
sorry.
are you in? 3?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, tell me this. Have they established any kind of villain yet? Like real villain? Because they said something's coming. Something's coming.
Yeah. What's
What's coming,
what was
man?
coming, Dave?
Anything coming yet?
Tell us what
that
happened.
part they haven't actually kind of given us any more clues to what is actually coming.
Because we need a villain, man. Like, what
The
made the
villain,
other
though-
one so great was like having Siler.
The villain is, so far from what I can see, it's the parents that are going around killing
Right.
people.
Those two people.
Oh, okay.
Now, them two are Splitsville right now
Right.
because the guy finds out he has powers.
Oh,
Okay,
he's got what's his power?
Oh, shit.
Being
I'm
a
not-
douche.
No, he actually is.
Erectile dysfunction.
Erectile
Green
power.
Erectile power.
He like absorbs sunlight or something like that.
He juts up real quick like this.
Yeah.
He absorbs erections.
He's got morning wood all the time, all day. So,
Full salute, sir. 24/7.
but actually, it's so far it's like totally a throwback to the first couple of seasons of the show. Is why I'm very heavily.
Well, yeah, the first
invested
episode
right
was
now.
very intriguing to that like level.
And it still went.
The song is great. I love this song.
What's
too much.
with the Alaskan chick? I don't know if it's
Well-
Alaska, but it's like
It was, I think it was the last.
she controls the aurora borealis or whatever.
No,
what a
not
power.
necessarily.
Control colors.
It's more about like the magnetic field of the
It's almost
Earth.
bad
Oh,
as
is that-
piano girl.
That's where the aurora borealis comes from.
I understand
Okay,
that. Yes.
Just saying.
I hope the violin
So she
girl
controls
don't
the
come back.
magnetic fields.
It's kind of what I was.
She's Magneto.
That's what I was getting from it. Not that
Oh.
she's Magneto, but that's part of her power is that she controls. But because she also
That'd be pretty cool
in
power.
a later episode, which you obviously haven't seen yet,
Right.
She makes a tree grow from nothing, from a seed, like actually from an acorn or something like that. She grows a full tree
Whoa.
because
Which
they
helps
start-
with erectile dysfunction.
right, exactly. Morning wood all day.
Everything
You just
leads back.
explained it. It all goes back.
all goes back to morning wood sun power. Great.
Magnetic morning wood.
Magnetic morning wood. Right.
She makes it grow
So let's get off of Heroes
in the
then.
snow.
It's really good. You guys should actually catch up.
Yes. Just because it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, neither of you guys watch The Flash, correct?
No,
I do.
I
I
love that show. I
James
haven't brought
watches
up-
James
it.
does.
James has something to say.
What do
Say it.
you, James, what do you think about the fact that who do you think that this other Zoom is? Right. Do you think he's Zoom from another dimension?
I think I think Zoom is from Earth too. I think
Okay.
the other speedster.
Zoom.
I love the fact that the last episode. Did you see the last episode?
Of course.
Okay. I like how they basically introduced, like they're saying that there's 52 time tears.
52 wormholes.
There's 52 wormholes in
a
this
lot of
show,
worms,
which is
man.
The new 52.
which is basically like they're opening the door for the new 52, right? And they also introduced Jay Garrick, who
Yeah.
is
My
He's-
name is Jay Garrick.
Yeah.
And I am the Flash.
Oh, that's him as a young
No.
Flash, right?
No.
I've seen
no,
that.
no. He's from Earth too,
Preview.
but in the real comics, he's really just what Silver
original
Aged.
Flash.
He's Silver Aged Flash.
Jay Garlic.
So it's a different dimension, though.
Yeah, Jay Garlic.
Jay Garlic. Who's his buddy? Dave Onion? Josh Tomato?
A friend of mine's a bit into his physics, and he got really annoyed at how they explained the multiverse theorem. And
Right.
I went, no, dude, they did it quite well. He's like, no, they didn't. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah, I kind of
So
agree
he
with
just
you.
didn't
I
understand
thought-
it? Is that was the problem?
No, he just was annoyed that they did it the way they did.
Yeah,
Sounded to me.
No.
There are better ways, but all the other shows that have ever toyed with multiverses have explained it in a way that you just go, oh, they're stealing it from that show.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's,
Right.
It's quite rich. I'm quite enjoying it. I'm not sure what's happening with Cisco these days. Yes, he's getting he's becoming that. What's his name? You know, in the comics, he the key is the character who can see the future and so on.
And yeah, see, that was one of the things I was going to ask you just now. I always thought Cisco was going to end up turning into Blue Beetle.
Yeah, so did I. But
Oh.
now there's talks of what's his name becoming Blue Beetle, Alan Tudyk.
Okay.
What he said is, if Nathan Fillion becomes Booster Gold, Alan Tudyk said that he wants to do Blue Beetle.
Yeah, but I thought that was all based on if they were going to do movies, not necessarily the show. I mean, what I had read is that is that he would do Booster Gold if this other guy was Blue Beetle in a movie, not necessarily in a show.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they'd let Nathan Fillion touch the movie verse.
I really like the Booster Gold character.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Booster Gold. He's like
It's like,
the
I don't know,
the
cheesy.
most unknown character
Hi,
in the
I'm
DC
Troy
universe.
McClure.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
And he's the Cisco guy?
No.
No.
The Cisco guy is I always thought, and James agrees, that
Unleash the Dragon.
he was going to be Blue Beetle.
Oh, no, wait. What?
He was going to be Blue Beetle.
Blue
Yeah.
Beetle.
Yeah, I know.
I never heard of any of these characters.
Well, they're DC.
So they're DC characters. That's why.
And they're like
Yeah.
DC.
Yeah, but I've
they're
heard
like
of
C.
some.
They're like
like-
C
yeah,
characters
they're- yeah.
in the DC
C,
universe.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Alright.
They're not even A and B characters, and they're not even that.
Not
big.
even close.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, in my opinion, there are people that love them. They're a cult. They have
Yeah.
cult followings. you know
Blue
what I'm saying?
Beetle. Does he look
What's,
like a beetle?
He,
Yeah.
he looks like a beetle.
Yeah.
You never seen Batman, the Bold, Brave, and
The Brave and the Bold.
Brave and the
Bold.
Bold. I'm sorry. They have a lot of those characters in that
Cartoon.
cartoon. Yeah.
But what did you think of Barry's dad coming out of prison and then literally fucking off?
Yeah, like I didn't
Wow.
get that. I didn't get why he would just bounce out like that.
That's
but
weird.
I'm
Yeah, it's like,
all right.
oh, it's like, hey, I'm back. It's
Hey,
not.
see you
it's
later.
not safe.
Yeah, basically, hey, like, thanks for getting me out of jail finally, and now I'm just gonna leave you.
He'll be back.
Well, he's like, oh, I
They
don't
always
wanna-
come back.
I don't
Oh,
wanna.
speaking of people coming back, Iris's crackhead mother.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
what
Who? Yeah, and that how did they even come about like that idea?
why is Iris's mom
seriously?
a crackhead?
I'm gonna lie to you your whole life and tell you your mother's dead, and then she like just forgives him like in 5 minutes. Oh yeah, no big deal, Dad.
Yeah,
I don't mind that you
all
lied to me my whole life. My mom's a crackhead.
of all the times that Iris has overreacted. This
To
is the
everything.
one time she's underreacted.
Yeah, the one thing you think she'd freak out about, she's like, oh no, I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah, I'm also not sure what the hell's happening with Barry and his love life. I mean, and it's very clear that they're shooing this new relationship between him and that detective in our faces. But it's like, so what? Are we just going to ignore the previous seasons of Barry pining for Iris, and now he's suddenly like, oh, it's fine. We're just friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean,
Eddie's gone. What's
Yeah.
in his way?
true. Maybe he's just a nice guy and doesn't want to like move in on somebody who's still in the morning state.
What a putz.
Yeah.
Strike while it's hot.
Yeah.
And
Whatever.
then what's going on with,
Yes.
with Snart, the Snart family? It's like,
Snots.
come on. It's like, I get that he knows you're Barry Allen, but
Well, yeah, and that whole thing with is that even because I know you're a little bit more. Are you a DC guy at all or no?
I'm trying to get into DC. I've just started reading We Are Robin.
What? Wait a minute. You're trying to get into DC and you read Robin?
Yeah,
Why Robin? Why not Batman and or
Good.
the Flash?
because I've heard from my comic book guy that because I'm so into Spider-Man, me and Robins would be more right up my street if I'm not into the whole Batman scene, which I'm not.
Okay. All right. That, I
How's
guess makes
Gotham been
sense.
going?
Gotham.
Speaking of
Well,
Batman.
yeah, that was my next go.
That was his segue.
I see that.
Yeah, it was good segue.
It's good feel. Good feel.
I did not watch Monday's episode, so the one that happened yesterday.
Now I followed the first season. I haven't watched the
dude,
second one yet
The
at all.
second season is 10, dude.
I couldn't
It's
stand
all
what's her name.
It's all about villains.
Will Prince's.
Holly Berry.
I mean Will. Will Smith's wife.
Not
I can't
Halle
stand
Berry.
her.
Oh yeah, she's not even in it.
She hasn't been in it.
Jada
Good,
Pinkett
good.
Jada Pinkett.
It looked like she was getting kicked to the curb a little.
Oh yeah,
Isn't
they
Will Smith in like an open relationship?
what?
Yeah.
They're swingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that too somewhere.
Nice.
I heard that too
Maybe I can
somewhere.
get in
yeah.
there.
What? Going in for Will?
No, ew.
Oh,
I'm married. Are you kidding me?
He's got money.
Willie style.
So does she.
Big Willie
What do you mean?
style.
Anyway, no, dude. If you haven't jumped on to season 2 yet, dude,
Do
do
it,
it because
do
it's
it.
all about it's all villains basically.
Cool.
And I think, are you watching this show too, James, or no?
No, sadly.
Okay. And you haven't read any Batman comics, I would assume, in years, correct?
Not in a very long time.
There was a series of Batman comics that came out most recently when they restarted the New 52 called Court of the Owls.
Which I think I heard you talk about before.
I've heard about this.
Court of the Owls, yeah.
Very critically acclaimed, awesome, probably one of the better Batman stories to come out in the last 10 years, in my opinion.
Cool.
I think that's where they're going in this season. They're trying to lay the foreground for that.
And if they go that route, that's a
If they
pretty
go
good
that
way to
route,
go.
It's gonna, in my opinion, they're gonna go. It's gonna be cool. They just introduced a Joker-esque type character. He's now dead, but
Already?
that's super cool. Yeah,
came and went like that.
yeah. Firebug, who they just introduced last week, and
See, I wish Shield would take a note from.
Shield is ramping up hardcore.
Are they? See, I
Yes.
haven't been watching
Yeah.
that lately either. So.
In my opinion, that actually has gotten better the longer it's been on.
yeah,
Yeah, because now they're really doing to jump off of Gotham.
They're
to jump
crossing
into
over a
that.
lot.
They're doing more than crossing over. They're laying the groundwork for a movie to come out next year
Inhumans.
or the year after that.
Shield movie?
The Inhumans. No.
Oh,
No,
the
yeah,
Inhumans
the
are going to
Inhumans.
be very big property for Marvel, because they still can't get back all their pieces of the X universe.
Mutants.
So they're going to go with.
I heard
Damn
they're getting
nudies.
Spider-Man on lender.
Yeah.
They're being lent Spider-Man from Sony.
For Civil War, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and maybe a TV show or singular, maybe a few TV show appearances or a singular film.
And also, he's going to be in both Avengers Infinities.
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So there you go. There's Sony dipping its fingers into Marvel's shit because it
it's
can't
called
get
smart.
smart. It is smart.
It is called very smart because look at what
It's either
Marvel,
we give it back or
Well, look what Marvel did to
make some money
Look
on
what
it.
Marvel did to Fox.
And Hulk. Don't forget what Marvel did for Paramount. with Hulk.
Apocalypse. Oh my God, Dave, he's so gay looking.
I know.
Oh my God.
And on
I was
top of
looking
that-
so forward to that.
And on top of that, if you look,
I forgot to bring that up.
if you look what Marvel did, basically, or even what Disney did, is they did not promote the Fantastic Four. They did not promote Days of Future Past. They did nothing to contribute to make that movie money. Why? They don't want it to make money. They don't care. If it flops and bombs, then we'll get our property back. Which is the same thing that Sony would try to.
That's only if they don't make more movies, though.
Well, no.
If it flops,
Dude,
if they make another movie, they're fine.
Right, I understand that, but how much money are you going to lose? You know what I mean?
As
So-
much money as it takes to keep the property.
Well,
I would
this is
think.
this is where I think Sony made the right move in
Right.
going
It's lending him.
after Amazing Spider-Man 1 did crappy. They did Amazing Spider-Man 2, that did crappy. They were like, "All right, we have all these other movies that we're going to have Spider-Man in, but then wait a minute. They're all not going to make money.
Tasm.
right.
Marvel is killing us."
And then you look at even the X-Men under a different company, they're not doing as good as the Marvel movies either. And now they made Apocalypse look like a fag, and I was looking forward to it.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I'm
dude.
so
It's-
done on that.
oh, it's
man.
ruined right
I'm
now.
so
We can all
pissed.
agree.
Dave, I was
one
looking
charac-
forward to that so much, man. And now I'm
One
not.
character which has been fucked up more than anything, and this isn't even by Marvel, by DC, Red Tornado in Supergirl. He looks like the poor man's Vision.
Did you watch that? Because
Wait,
I haven't
wait.
watched it.
I saw that episode, the first episode you're talking about,
That
right?
was last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you get Red Tornado out of him?
Set photos.
English now? What?
Sci-fi
Set.
toast?
Set photos.
Set photos. I heard sci-fi toast. Sci-fi toast.
I was
Oh
like,
my
It's
God.
not toast, it's crumpets.
It's
My gosh.
sci-fi crumpets.
I saw that. I thought it was all right. Did you like it, James?
I thought it was. I thought it was all right, but the constant repeated of you're a girl.
Right.
well, let me ask you this: Is the black guy James Olsen?
Yes.
That's retarded.
I agree.
That's like making Human Torch black.
And he's
oh my
jacked.
gosh! If you're
And he's jacked.
I was looking at him and go, if you're even slightly in proportion,
Jimmy.
And don't think this is a racial thing, because if you were to take Power Man and make him white, we would think it's stupid.
I would
Yeah.
agree. Yes.
You know what I
Or
mean?
Luke
We would think
Cage
it's
or anybody
freaking
else.
stupid.
Right. It's not that I'm racist.
color.
No, it's
I'm
leave
a
what
traditionalist.
is, man.
Right, I'm a
that we grew up
traditionalist.
on.
Right,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Jimmy Olsen's a small guy with glasses.
Isn't he
and
a ginger?
camera.
Yep, he's
Yeah.
a ginger.
Freaking ginger to a black man. That's
Yeah.
just sacrilegious.
They should have made Kyle from
Now,
South
if they made
Park.
him a black, scrawny dude,
Yeah, if he was a black ginger scrawny dude, then I'd be all right with it.
I don't know. I thought it was okay. It wasn't
I didn't
like
watch it
the
yet. I have it
best,
at home.
but I mean, she's hot,
Yeah.
which is a plus. She looks just like Supergirl in some certain aspects.
From the movie, you
Kara
mean?
Zor-El.
No, just in general. Like her
You
hair
mean
could have been
comic?
her hair could have been like more blonde, but
Eh,
but that's that.
yeah,
Either way.
whatever. I'm not. I don't know. I have it on the DVR. I didn't watch it yet, so I mean, it's
Give
one
it a
of the
see.
things.
I gotta watch Walking Dead, and I gotta watch Heroes, and I gotta watch
You got all kinds of stuff to watch. You
kinds
could
of good
barricade yourself in this room for a month and still never catch up.
probably.
Basically, I mean, we just talked about everything that's hot out right now, so you guys know what
Yeah,
to look
check
for,
it out.
you know what
It's
I mean?
No doubt.
It's coming up to be that time again where we
Yes,
gotta
it is.
say good night. And
Au revoir.
James has got to go to bed because it's like, what time is it, James?
Midnight-ish.
Oh, that's it.
Finish.
Yeah.
Oh, you got another good 2 hours in you.
Yep. Here we
Um,
go.
So, yeah, let's continue. All right, so
Yeah, so anyway,
all right, no, but we're gonna get out,
apocalypse. Such a
We're gonna-
freaking homo.
which there's nothing wrong with that.
To look like one is one thing. To be one is acceptable, okay? But to look like one and not supposed to be one, all right, don't even let me get into that.
Unacceptable.
I just think they
Yeah.
could have done such a better job.
Did you see what he looked like?
Yeah, I think it was horrible.
It's
but
horrible. It's
but
beyond horrible.
did you see? And I'm sorry, we got to get out of here. But did you see the before, like him in like kind of I want to say like an Egyptian outfit almost?
Well, that's his original.
right.
That's
what
from
you're
the
talking
end.
about.
That's what you're talking about. Or are you talking
Because
about
there's
what he
more
looks like
clips of
after that?
him that looks like
Like the real apocalypse?
like the real
Yeah.
apocalypse.
Like
yeah.
the bald-headed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Gr-
Yeah. You didn't
Oh.
see that.
Look at some of
So,
the
yeah.
look
You
at some
gotta
of the
look
set
further.
photos. Yeah,
Dig
look at some of the
deep.
new set photos that have come out. He does look a little bit
Because a
better.
lot of people were
Yeah.
flipping out, man, about
Right.
this.
Yeah. So was
Well,
I.
you got to think about it.
First shots of him they just showed at Comic-Con, which was that scrawny-looking Egyptian outfit. But now
Right.
you're telling me that there's new
Yeah,
Right.
there's been new
Yeah,
stuff.
there's new
that's
stuff that's
since
been
then.
out.
that's been released.
Yeah.
All right.
And he
I'll
doesn't
check
look that bad.
He doesn't
but
look that bad, but he still doesn't
like
look
he
Don't
should,
look
in my
as good as
opinion.
Thanos looks.
No.
No,
Nah.
definitely
Not
not.
at all.
Josh Brolin.
All right. Well, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna jump
Yep,
ship. You guys make sure to check us out on Facebook. Follow our Twitter feed and listen every Friday. Listen. So everybody have a great evening and
Yep.
Geek Blast.
Ow!
Welcome to Geek Blast.
Geek Blast, you better make way. Open up your ears and let the word spray. Hey, did you hear the noise? Something just exploded as a mushroom, have you noticed? Geek Blast, clear out the path. Gizmo's throwing caca and Chewbacca is alright. Hey, what? Better call your dad. Something has been growing underneath the doormat.